In the previous lab, you created a multi-container Docker application. In this lab, you will containerize a PHP application. Let's get started. In the previous lab, we used image PHP 7.0 Apache for the front end and pointed it to the PHP source files on the Docker host machine. This was beneficial during development as we illustrated how we can test a code change immediately. Remember when we changed the CSS to make the output color green instead of blue? Now that the PHP code is stable, we can create our own front-end container image that bundles the PHP source code in it. This image is self-contained, which makes it more suitable for production deployment. No volume mounting to a host directory that has the source code is needed anymore. You can find a PDF file with the full list of the commands you will run under the resources attached to this lab. Please download this PDF file now and keep it handy, as in this lab you will be typing a couple of long commands. Take a look at the Dockerfile for the front end. The Dockerfile has two layers. The first layer starts with a base PHP image. The second layer uses Docker add command to copy the PHP source code directory into the container file system. Go to the terminal and make sure you are at the front-end directory. This is the PHP directory that the Docker add instruction will copy into the container file system. Note that the Dockerfile is also in the same directory. Build the container image for the front end using this command. Note that Docker had to build just two layers for this image. Push your front-end image to Docker Hub to make it accessible for everybody using this command. Now run the front end off of the new image using this command. Let's go through the contents of this command. Specify the name of the network where this container will be created. Expose the container at host port 30081. Set a value for the passphrase environment variable. Specify the container image. Note that we did not need to mount a volume pointing to the source code this time, because the container image already comes bundled with the PHP source code. Let's test the new front end. Launch this link from a browser on the Docker host. Log in with the passphrase. Compute Fibonacci of 50. There you have it. A self-contained front-end container image is working perfectly. That's it for this lab. You have containerized the PHP front-end, bundled with the source code, pushed the new image to Docker Hub, and used the new image in your application. Head over to the next lab, where you will simplify the multi-container application using Docker Compose.